Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Ahlume Mqonci. If you're new here, thank you for joining me, and please do stick around. And if you are a returnee, welcome back, sweetheart. So I decided to tell you guys another story. This one is a bit emotional because it took a toll on me, but then again it happened like 2 years back, so it's about time I let it go. You know, like I was so excited because I was doing my first year and I'm like, oh my word, mama, I made it, you know. And actually realized a few months from starting university that, you know what, staying at home is not going to be a good idea for me personally, because I'm a nursing student and we have to go to clinicals. And when I was at home, I had to wake up like 3:30 in the morning because my dad had to drop me at campus since he was also working. And well, he still is working. Why did I say was? Okay, but anyway, so he also had to drop me at campus around about something past 4, which was way too early. Then I'd had to wait for the shuttle, which will fetch us at campus at 6. So it was like really taking a toll on me because like it was very cold. I had to wake up in the morning. Sometimes we work like recurrent days where I'd work today and tomorrow and maybe like three days in a row, and I'd come back like late. My dad would fetch me at campus around I think 7, and I'd also had to get home, and by the time I get to sleep is like what, 10, and I would have to wake up again. Why?
Oh my god! Wow!
And I'd had to wake up again at 3, so like it was just too much for me. I was like, no man, like I need to find a way, either rent a place or just find another place to stay, a place where it's close to either campus or work. I just needed a place. And also with the Wi-Fi, it was also a problem because we had many assignments, so much homework, and everything needed Wi-Fi, and at home we do not have Wi-Fi, so I was dependent on data, and it's so expensive and all of that. So it was just miserable. I don't know who I told. I think there's a friend that I told that, like, dude, I need a place to stay because staying at home is not really working for me. And this person, this friend who I don't even remember, was a mutual friend with this girl. The story is about this girl. So the person basically introduced us. She was like, oh hi, this is this person, the one that I told you about. She's like, she doesn't mind if you would stay with her. And I was like, wait, I don't know who this girl is. I've never met her before, but she seems very nice. Like she was so bubbly the first time we met. She was so nice. And I was like, is she like really sure? Like I kept on asking her, like, are you sure you want me to stay with you? She's like, no, yeah, I'm sure. I like being around people and all of that. And she seemed like she didn't mind staying with me. And I asked her, do you like need anything? She's like, no, it's fine, you can stay with me for free and everything. So as a first year where we were staying, you have a roommate. So there's basically like a double room, so you share. So she was like, no, you're gonna stay on my side, because they divided the place and her roommate was on the other side of the room and she was on the other side. No, they separated basically the room using their wardrobes. Cool. So I stayed with her. Like everything was so nice. I met so many of her friends. We had so much time that we spent together. We really became close, like in a space of what, weeks, because I mean we were sleeping in the same room, same bed, and everything was like so nice. Like I felt like I had like a big sis, because she was like a bit older than me, still is. Yeah, and then everything was just going well, man. Like I can't really complain when it came to like the first few months. And every time, I think every month I'd ask her like, are you still fine with me being here? She's like, no, I like the fact that you're here, because like she didn't speak to her roommate. I don't know why. So she actually said that she liked the fact that I was there because she spoke to someone, we watched movies together, we listened to music together, you know, those girly things, when like it was a vibe. And then like, yeah, I signed, it changed. Like, I don't know what happened, like 360 turns, yeah, you know. So like everything was going well. Oh no, wait, I'm rushing things. So I also got to introduce her to my friend, my best friend at the time, because she knew, I knew all her friends. So I mean, it was about time she got to know me, because she knew my parents because they dropped the things. And yeah, so she met my friend, and hi Kesana, hey, things happened. They were also lovey-dovey. And yeah, because my friend who,
I don't know.
she was bi at the moment, and the girl was also bi at the moment. So it was two bi people meeting, falling in love. Yeah, don't know, falling in love, I don't know about that, but anyway, it was that. Yeah man, everyone just got along. When I was with my friend, she also wanted to come. Yeah, so it was that. And then things started just changing, man. Like, I could just, you know, you can feel it when something is wrong, even though the person, when you ask them, they're gonna say no, everything is fine. And I also noticed that every time they had an argument with my friend, my best friend, she would stop talking to me, just snap, and you know, just be weird, man. Like, she wouldn't talk when I'd ask her something. She just answer whatever I'm asking, and there was like no conversation at all. So that's when I knew about something is wrong here. Like, something is definitely wrong. And yeah, so I also didn't like the fact that, like, I know, listen, you are my friend and this is my best friend, so I don't want to be like in between for your fights. Like, if something happens, like, I don't want to be like in the middle, because I was always like the middleman, and I didn't like it. Because now my friend is not talking to her, now she's not talking to my friend, now it's just weird, man. Like, I don't know if you guys understand, but like, I was always like in an awkward position when they were arguing. But then when they're fine, like, everyone must be happy, like, oh, okay, they're now talking, cool, yay, you know. And it was just awkward. So there was this one time, yo, hey, I will never forget this. So my friend decided to, I don't know who decided what, but she told me that my best friend is coming over and my best friend is gonna sleep in the room, so I need to find a place to crash. Bear in mind, I don't know people at this residence where I was staying with her. So I was like, okay, since I know her friends, I'll ask them if I could like crash by them just for this one night, because I wanted to give them space, you know. So I asked one friend and she was like, no, I can't, because, what did she say? My roommate will snitch on me, all of that. So I was like, okay, I understand. Then I went to the other friend. Other friend was like, I can't because my boyfriend is here, which I understood. And then I decided to sleep in the TV room because I had nowhere else to go. It was so cold in the TV room. I had no blanket, I had nothing. I just slept there on the couch. Like, that was the hardest thing. Yeah, like, it really hurt. And I had never mentioned, okay, I actually mentioned to one of our friends. Like, that day I just realized that, you know what, I have a home, and like, if you stay with someone, you must be considerate that there's also like another person that's staying with you. And why would you just randomly decide to bring another person that's gonna sleep with you and forget about the one you've been staying with for like months, you understand? But I don't know, I never slept that day. I remember like I was scared because I knew that securities were going to come in and they'd ask, why are you sleeping here, don't you have a room? Because everyone thought I had a room, because you're not supposed to be there, like you're not supposed to squat, like it's illegal. And like I was so scared, like when I heard footsteps, like I just freak out, and like I didn't sleep because every single noise just kept me awake. I kept on thinking, I was like, no man, I should just go home because I have a home. It's not like I don't have, sorry about that, I don't have a home. And yeah, but anyway, that I woke up that day and then I found them there. I think they were showering, and then I took my things, I also showered, and then I stayed in the room, and then they left. I don't know where they went. I think they left. Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, I never told them at the moment like what had happened, where I slept and everything. I think they asked like later. I think they asked me later like, what happened, where did you sleep? And then I told them where I slept, and they were like, are you okay? I was like, no, I'm cool, because I'm the person, I don't want people to know like how I feel, especially if it's like emotional things where like I feel down or sad. Like if I'm happy, then you guys will know that, listen, babes is happy. But I don't like people seeing me sad and all of that. Like I don't like that. So I was like, no man, it's all good. Like I was comfortable, like there was nothing wrong with the couch, like, you know. But deep down I knew that. Yeah. So I don't know what happened. Like there was just a lot of things going on with their relationship, like the person I was staying with, the girl I was staying with, and my best friend. There was so much going on, and my friend, sorry, she had a girlfriend that I'm gonna call her roommate, that my roommate found out about. Then she asked me, did you know about the girlfriend? I'm like, obviously I am the best friend. She's like, what did you never tell me? I'm like, you never asked, because it's never my business. Like, it's not my business. You were supposed to ask your girl, not me. So it was like a whole thing. Now the tension just became worse. Like it was T for tense. Like it was tense. So I just couldn't handle that whole situation where she just wouldn't talk to me for no reason. Like I'll be talking to her and then she just ignore me. So I basically went to her friend, and that was her best friend. So I went to stay with her. Like we got along. Like me and her best friend, we really got along because we just clicked, man. Like I don't know how to explain it, but we just clicked. So I'd spent so many days, weeks with her best friend, and my roommate, she flipped. Like, why is it? She told her best friend, why are you spending time with her? You are my best friend. She was like always overprotective of her friends, and she didn't want other people to spend more time with them and all of that. Like it was that. And when her friend told me, I was like, what? Why couldn't you tell me? Because we sleep in the same bed. Like if she had a problem, she would have said something, but then she wasn't saying anything to me anyway. So like I think we went for like 2 months of not speaking. That's when I also met the other guy. You remember, if you watched the other video, the dangerous guy, where I'd spend more time with him, because with him, like I was really happy because he's the person that like you will never get angry when you are chilling with him. So I'd spend also more time with him just to forget everything that is happening. Yeah, so that worked. But then when I had to go and sleep, it was like the worst, the pits. And one thing is that I thought like the roommate was chilled, because like my roommate, I thought she was chilled with me staying there, because with groceries, I paid for groceries because she didn't want me to pay for a rent, because I'd rent the space. Even though we're sharing the bed, I'd rent the space that I'm occupying, but she didn't. So I was like, okay, we can just pay half when it comes to groceries, because I want to do something, you know. So she was like, okay, groceries, we can, you know, I can pay for that. So that was fine. But then this whole tension thing, like, it really got to me that I felt like if I continued staying there, would get to me to a point where I wouldn't even focus at school and all of that, because this is someone that I was close to. Like, she became like a sister. So now if the relationship is like not working, then why am I even staying there? Like, I do have a home, even though being at home is not like the best, but I still have a home where I have my own bed, I have food, I have everything, I have a family. And then the one thing that really made me leave the place was, I remember this one time she was like, my roommate went down to the securities and told them that I am having a squatter. So I was like, You know, the funny thing is that she told me that her roommate is a bad person. She's always talking about her to her friends and all of that. Like, the roommate's friends, they're always gossiping about her and all of that. But funny thing is that when I was left alone with the roommate used to, like, she used to greet me and all of that. When she sees, like, hi. When she leaves, she says bye. But when she's here, the roommate doesn't do that. So it was like, hey, I don't, you know. Okay, fine. Then she told me that the roommate went to pimp apparently and told the securities that she is having a squatter. So apparently they took it to relive or something, or administration, I don't know, and they made her pay. And she said that she didn't have money, so her best friend had to pay for her. Okay, because I was willing to pay. Like, that is when it got really tense, that, oh my word, like, I really need to leave, because she's even saying that the people know now that I'm staying there. And you know when you're not at your place, or you know you're not supposed to be there, like, everything just gets to you. Like, I'd really be scared of everything. Like, I'd overthink about everything, you know. I even, like, kept on asking her, like, are you okay that I'm here? And she kept on saying yes. Like, if you're not comfortable with me being there, just say no, I think you should leave. Like, I need my space. Like, you understand? Like, you're Asana. So I was like, okay, what do you want me to do? She's like, no, it's fine, you can stay. Okay, cool. I was really desperate, guys. Like, I was desperate. And then I remember this one time she was like, my roommate came to me when you were not here, and she said that she wants rent because you are staying in our room, so she wants you to pay rent. I'm like, why wouldn't she talk to me? And then she said that there's like a mediator, someone that's going to be like the middle person, because the roommate doesn't speak to her, so there must be someone in between who's going to speak to both of them. So I'm like, there's so many people in between here. Like, there's me, there's the roommate, there's the person I'm staying with, there's this other person, there's a lot of people here. So I think, how much did I pay her? I think it was it 1,000 rand or 500? Because rent is 2,000, right? And then I think I paid her I think I paid her 1,000 rand, because if you're renting a room it's 2,000 rand, but I was renting half, so I think I paid 1,000. I'm really not sure, but I think I paid 1,000. So I paid her 1,000 rand this month. And then the next month, I think my daddy didn't give me money when he usually does. Like, I think he usually gave me money on the 27th. And then he told me that no, there was something going on at home, so he couldn't give me money this month. Yo, like, I panicked. I'm like, how am I gonna pay rent, yo, if I'm not gonna get money? Like, yo, I didn't know what to do. So I asked I was left with the roommate. other roommate. So I spoke to her. I was like, hi. She's like, hey. I'm like, how are you? She's like, I'm good. And yourself? I'm like, I'm good. And then I was like, I'm sorry that I can't pay rent this month because my daddy doesn't have money. And she was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I give you rent. She's like, what rent? You've never given me anything. I'm like, but the person I'm staying with said that you wanted rent, so I gave her money so she could give to you. She's like, no, I didn't get anything. Whoa! I was like so confused, because if she wanted money, she could have just said, good, actually I want you to pay rent, and not lie about it. And the funny thing is that she said she was broke, and she bought shoes and clothes, and she even went out, and she even asked money from, no, she didn't ask money. I think we were getting, what is this, Pick and Pay vouchers, and our other friend offered to give her half of the Pick and Pay just to buy groceries, because she said she didn't have anything. So that friend gave her. That girl apparently had money, and I really didn't know how to ask her, like, why would she do that? I didn't understand, because we were not speaking, but she would always say something. If maybe something's bothering her, then she would tell me, but now she wasn't saying anything, you know. So I went to tell our other friend, our mutual friend, that this is what she did, and she couldn't believe. She's like, Haibo, why would she do that? I'm like, dude, I don't understand, and I think this is like my cue to leave. So there and there I decided that, you know what, it was good till it lasted. I need to go home. So I left, and like, I think I left at night, so I left a lot of things, which I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back and fetch them. So when I tried to get my things, girl was like, you're not having them. She was like, you are not having them. I think I left blankets there, and few utensils and plates, yeah. So she was like, you're not getting it back. My mom tried to call her. She said that I'm not getting them. Yeah. She's like, you're not getting anything. And I even decided that the day I left, I'm gonna be a nice person, like a bigger person. I'll buy her flowers, chocolate and everything just to say thank you. But when she refused to give my stuff back, which she still has, it's been like, what, 2 years, she still has those things, and apparently she's even using them. So I was like, you know what, you can definitely keep them, I don't care, like, you do you, boo. So guys, it's difficult. I remember the reason why I decided to tell the story is because I saw this other guy who's also I saw him sleeping in the TV room, and I asked him, like, why are you staying here? I don't have a place. I actually made food for him, and he was like, no, I'm okay, I ate. But I'm like, where did you eat if you're staying here? He's like, no, he does have a friend that he's staying with, but then he actually likes sleeping in the couch because it just makes him think better. And he is working, so he actually doesn't mind staying there. He does have like a salary, and he can pay and all of that. Like, he buys food because he works at Pick and Pay. He can buy food and all of that. So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, he decided to stay there. But nah, I went home. I did my best to make sure I passed the year, even though I was going through the most. I passed with flying colors. I can't say, yeah, that's all I can say. But anyway, guys, it's not always as rosy as you guys think it is. People are going through the most. I know there's so many people who are squatting, and I do understand. It's tough being a nursing student. So let us not judge. If there's someone who's squatting, first understand their story and don't judge them like, oh, I squat that way now. First understand the story. There's always a story behind whatever a person does. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and if you have anything that you want to say to me, please do say whatever you gotta say on the comment section. And please follow me on Instagram at Ahlume Mqonci, and also on Twitter at Ahlume_Mqonci. Oh wait, did you guys see my weave? Did y'all see this baby? Well, anyway, do not forget, actually did say that. Bye.